Asempa FM 94.7.
Ekoye.
Well, Ibia enamne kwaso. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that has made us, and not ourselves. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture.
Wow.
Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts
with praise.
Yeah. Be thankful unto him and bless his name. Amen.
Wow, that's powerful. And here's Psalm saying, let me see if I can. When I'm presenting, can't cheat, you know.
Oh, na because me I'm say me fa we ni kan enkwansa. Obi di ehia kese pa wo anamontu nyina nim ne say
yes.
Ebribia da no. Onyame ase da de. Ofedia a problem. Ebribia da no onyame ase da de me babribia am kan because above all, yes. God continues to be the ultimate.
That's true.
Ubenya sika, ubenya japade, that vanity ampa, ubenya ni nyina. But enye boni so say unya. Eno koye wa unyamia na we nya problem.
Sure.
So onta de dodo ne beye unyamia. If you ahodo a we see beye unyamia. Unyame mpese oni obi a be share n'anim unyam.
Dabi.
Enti saa nyoma ne beye unyamia. Then there's a bigger problem. There's a big problem. The Bibia dano, unipa krasebi. So oya dema obia opasida. How much more the amount that sorry now mamu jedi efrisani omu. Now timi kona oba. You are not waiting for any major so-called breakthrough. So what to Bentley ana, what to Rolls Royce ana, what to watch Papa Biana, where you PhD Biana first degree and what the nyamiasi. No, it's a process every day, every blessed day, every second. Median can make us the only choice.
You have to.
I must. Make us the only choice because you train kotoa mani once. Yen train enkwa huchire mu an nti no say abribia mu no wanka say bribinum ebre a woni agene nkwa na akọ nyame fi a otimi sama hoto na mum abribia mu no
fa seda manya
odi aseda ma twede amponyakopo wo hihiam okodendem Ghana any wiase IBC basa de bia dameka people will continue to lament. People will continue to say all manner of things. People will continue to describe situation that we are so to Ghana women in all manner of whatever. But the Ebema wo Christ follower, Christo ni what down so they say, even in the midst of all these difficulties and challenges, you aspire to thank God and to praise his greatness and to live and do what is right.
FM.
And very important, to live and do what is right. Emma obi bia we bia edimu we pe obi ani ho mami senses obi obi ani ho de na wato nyame so a
enimegu aseda.
It doesn't mean that you will not go through the temptations and the trials and the storms and the waves, but the difference is that in going through all this onyame ema story no at the end of the day.
God will be faithful.
Exactly.
Me be your favorite psalm, which is Psalm 91.
Yes, also
na chi you know, or say dear ote or soro ni no hintabia. Behomi wo tumfo no nyuno.
Onukoro wasam na bigger. Obehomi wo
tumfo no nyuno mu.
And maybe the otena trade
nyuno ase.
Yes.
Ose mesi rade say, wo ye me dwane kobia.
Yes.
Ne ma ban kese
me dwane akọ nyame ho
me nyankopon a me wo mu ahotoso.
Yes, na wo nya nyame mu ahotoso a obi dan me ka che wo nya nyame mu ahotoso na wo nya nipa mu ahotoso a
yes
your failures and disappointments and you can't fault a human being. Obi a ono no oye faultless nyame
o say ampa ara obeje wo afri fidisumfo afidie mu.
Of course.
Na owuyade eni owuyade mu.
Of course.
Ode ne ntakra be kata wo so.
Asem no.
na ne ntaban ase na wobenya dwanekobia
we ye otununu na se o
yes
otumfo nyunu na se
yes
yeah
ne nokre beye wo bambo ne wo chem
eno ano no
worin suro anadwo mu ehune anadwo mu ehunehuna
there be
ana bema etu ewia
there be
ana owuyade a eba esum
there be you will not fear
yes
you
ana oyare doma esei originaye
you will not
apem betoto wo nchen mu na opidu betoto wo nifa
simple as that
na nso wo de erenka wo wani nkoara na wo de behwe na wahunu ne boneyefo asotwe sa wo de osurus eha na yemede no sa wo de osurusu ni no ye wo tenabea
yes
impo ewrade a oye medwane kobia no a ohaw biara remma wo so
amen
na amanehunu biara remmen wo ntomadam
amen
efri se obehye nabofo wohwe wo so no
obehye nabofo
abebo wo ho ban wakwan nyina mu
akwan bi mu ana
dabi wakwan nyina mu wode won nsa bepeja wo
okay
na wonam rinsunti obo
that's it ebuo kra wo monan ebuo kra wo ebuo o monan kra sunti
ubetietia ajata ni apremre so
that is how powerful we are
wobenanti jata bruwa ne ochiase so
that is how powerful we are
erade kase esanse odominti
esanse odom
mejeno
me erade
mejeno
obejeno that's it
mebo ne ho ban efri se onimedin
erade nkoso hu ye mobo
chale
erade nkoso ehu ye mobo e ma ye nwini de biara da krase ya ho oden ni enyanse ya bedu sam pepenso erade nkoso hu ye this is so encouraging
too much
what is this
is 91 is good
this is very good for every blessed morning to get you going that the storms and the waves and the tribulations and the lamentations and the difficulties and the challenges are a part of the Christian journey. What sets you apart is standing with God.
Yeah.
Because his angels nankasa beba bejina wonchen ene wako ene waba. Because we say nyame bie ni penia. De bia da metana meka ho because so nyame e kire wo de ekoso wo wabrabom minute ba ko bia. Epo amanfo obo esusu amanfo susu. Anamontuo bi omutu kase bi omukafa ho na ba bia ya sei nipa kura kodu. Se enye nyame ne be reversal ahye ne wani munyama onipa wo ho de bia na so ho
den be den
ana abushia wo firi na adwuma be ne betima say
FM.
So you cannot, I repeat, you cannot do without God. Uhia sa ehumobro no to break through.
Very important.
Especially in a black, dishonest, dirty world like what we are facing now in this world and in this country. Enipa trim ayesum. Enipa etrim ayesum. The emani hu kura ne say omaya no kureka. Abeye ti said ye kokuturukubo. Nti wa wo ye no kwafo no unya baabi ntina unya tena bia e wo man nim. Na wo a wo di hrodohroda sem ye tutu asem unya no kwafo. Wo saa nipa no ana ye so e kire wo say enye normal times ni wo no. Into the altar that you lean on, it's very important.
That's
not
true.
any altar.
That's true. That's true.
That's why sometimes I know mokasa standards na say for mokasa obi say ana obi ni obi ye wo ye nyina e frɛ ho a Christopher no ye wo enwoma ye nyina ya gye atum say eno ne ye nhwɛ so de me kra de me koso ka say a living word. It continues to happen life every blessed day in our life. The Bible is our life. Yes, bia o Bible mu no esi we na wiase a ye ka wase.
That's true.
Etimesrao. So we are a student of the Bible. DSC was Syria, DSC was Turkey, DSC was Ghana, DSC was you need to know and understand the times that we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
DSC and you say AC because it's AC because it is written in
so
our trokunkum. And you and I keep telling people say and in India and the child they will be say ne India. We kwa they have to prepare say ne India. And a child be. So we should all brace up ourselves. That is why we need a very decent society.
Yeah.
Honest, loving, caring people.
Society.
Yeah. Bibia opesa wo ye bia no ebetimi aboa na watimi aye. We don't need a society where emranya juma, where emranya selective, where nipa feel say me am fam emran shame sema miniophobia, miniocamophobia. I'm saying this because that is where the country is headed towards now. If you have a lawyer who describes a president as criminal, later no be patcho. If you have Ayawaso incident, I see. Who they share what happened? Oh, Ayawaso. What share Ayawaso incident? And look at how, as a country, we have managed this Ayawaso matter.
Ayawaso Westwood.
Yes, Ayawaso
by election. No.
Okay. So our levels of indiscipline, lawlessness, encouraging a lot of people, emboldening a lot of people to misbehave or take advantage or abuse the system. In this country, we Supreme Court we have members of parliament who the judiciary. They been disrespecting the judiciary. We have Ghanaians and the issue of land gas and that's what saying you come in a
video where they okay.
Where the video no?
Yeah, no, I'm told Dominic as a friend is saying as I see now top kings for the how you did home common.
Yeah.
I think this is what is currently happening. Who say soldier for assassins and I think land guards for be about the air course is here or
now you see
who say
now you see Langado. Onwenya ho onsuro crowd.
Onsuro soldier.
Yeah, onsuro Langard. So when we sit here and we pretend that everything is well in the system, we are just deceiving ourselves. Look at what's happening. These are some Diana Mo can say Langard is yes, any soldier for this we are dead as a country.
Asempa FM.
Until we seal all these things and punish accordingly. Obi. A very difficult for us to live in this country. And no nama, and then I'm swama, and they NDC ni Kumasi swami honum.
Yeah, youth organizer.
And no, I'm a teacher. What you mean, Akukudra onion as will be no washer pointers be. Na minim say few film nobody yaw. What you mean, Yakukudra Casse? Say, your bony pam you be cruel to na say.
You need power.
You need power. Not your mama be president. How on earth was able to? How on earth can a normal, sane human being? But Obeka, because your boss Sam George asun, Yahushi, Honorable Sam George, your boss asun, Yahushi, because my shepherd of work can send Basai in Asubia, party paying for national executives. They've misbehaved. Contrary to the rules and regulations of this land. Yabu Supreme Court and Imtia on countless occasions. Nobody cares. So this is just a tip of the iceberg. And I expose you a certain Trimpobi as a result of some of these incidents now. And I want to tell Sami Janfi. He started his press release as beautiful as he could, admitting that their young man kind. But some men care about Ayawaso because Ayawaso quite a non-starter, bufu because family sleeping that so go through pain.
Asempa FM 90.
Because all come me do to their course or branch and nadia. Now we actually now because after all in quote now Ayawaso now DNC and what does it mean that wo as Sami and then this more endorse and answer whatever it is. So you started it nicely. Ayawaso, we stood here, we was here in the studios, we said a lot of things about how Ayawaso make particular word and at the Afghanistan war now. So it is not, and it can never be true that we have looked on unconcerned about Ayawaso. In fact, up to date, every opportunity I get to the information minister, how well have you implemented the Ayawaso report?
Commission
report.
Recommendations.
Yes. We understand every party, but if we don't start from somewhere, on mine a person be this one person will this no. Some man and teaching here, obedient mean this. And what continues to kill us as a country is there be a bad comparisons. And I see a crown there and we yeah, perceive a tree who fear dear hono. Now we see and cry there and we and I win away the so I can't record the general year. And I win over the win again and we it will be as a dollar to acquire
yeah.
And I cry a dollar near 4.36 and I do 12 and 16. And then MP for but and a Kufona 1-1. Is this solving the problem for us? President Kufuor 1-1. And this year 4.6. MPP 1-16. It is enchiro say your problem. Enchiro say. Ababa no bo person boy we kira say you see can dey bia dem yin ha. E che say nyoma bebre atochew a enko yi. And that is the problem we all have.
Yeah.
We are not solving the problems the way that needs to be solved for the country to progress, whether steadily or at a faster pace. We are always doing political responses to some of these things. No, be no mama. Say asema akodru court. Say Supreme Court to crunch the moon nanka ayedin. Obi nanka langas there. Any soldier for any oppose for him assembly. And you see how dangerous this situation is. If a whole national security minister cannot call these issues to order, no be saying the NDC no be buy MPP ni be born die. See people say yeah na any baby no. Yeah come. Just imagine that. So an ordinary person be be a legitimate don't any dia. You care for because the national security minister is not acting.
Yeah.
The IGP is not acting. The intelligence unit we have all in this country will be a investigation. Nobody is acting. The Supreme Court to cross a year is not acting. So, oh my bad partner, my mutrana, I don't get it. I
mean, when you go through the document,
I'm telling you,
I call every appropriate forum. I was say,
president wash you off the hands, the national security person.
Asempa FM.
Everybody with Jubilee House is aware. I understand even the previous regime NDC are aware.
Yeah, but the case has been in court for 23 years. 23 since 1999.
Say, and that young man, in as much as men support to that empty noise now, you know. You are not careful and you encourage just an empty noise.
Yeah.
It will be implemented. You are not careful and yet just an empty noise. It will be implemented. Because even the party release now, upon chop on one side, the Kutia Bobin in Fatu, it's your mind, Benny, a person. Then when we have power, there's nothing wrong. When we are seeking for power, absolutely nothing wrong. Point be a befaso, whether foul or fair means piano, we are ready to go. And you want to sacrifice Ghanaians for certain groupings be interest, be it MPP or NDC. But does it make sense? Our leaders, any opinion people, no, any church leaders, are we not all ashamed of what is happening to us? Are we not ashamed? A single matter that the president is aware, that the national security boss is aware, that the BNI or NIB is aware, that the military is aware, that the police top hierarchy, all of them, they are aware. Nobody is able to implement what the Supreme Court of this land has said. Hey, Nobi, any amount for bedin in same hunu Ghana pass you.
And
amount for a bedin
and on Sasan Mamin Fen Chem say and Anu Joadano unse ne Topkins for no Eddie in Como.
Yeah.
We are just one party in this whole
that's why I said that almost the other said your monkey car no sign at here. Then we have a problem. We need to listen to the other side.
Into the other side, so no lawyer or that one no lawyer Martin Pebu ebebaha ene.
Okay.
Na yeti almost side to this particular story.
Okay.
In by 3 p.m. you're be sure see Eddie and Como. Na ye hu said ye.
So Obi, me paint a picture of how Ghana Ekosiisen. Oh my. Yes, we see how they are crashing Dutch and Oka Jima, and no none of school fees. That's a phone. Oh, my, what do I encourage? Papa, yes, Sako. So when you dey kakra bi po.
And then okasa and then pensioners na ma check off finance ministry.
Now,
was a when we pensioners almost high individual bond holder.
I'm saying that Obi.
Onya Ghana excuse you almost from.
Onya Ghana kwa na wo wiase a. Sa asiesie sikasem ahokyere ne ahosiesie no ye bio. Onya Ghana kwa ho. The approach of this administration has been a continuous challenge for young omanum for no bidomo. Now they be nim say to your preference ahokyere ba. Mo in your case no ahokyere de time na ba no. E be as a result of mo kasa. Mo sin to ne mo mra yo bi na kasa mo ntie. It is also to na mo be misika. Baby no have investment ujidie ne be cost returns on your buying investment. Go say uchu mu time.
Unsa be ka. Yeah. And then a man for pay bonds, government bonds.
That is exactly what I'm saying. Baby all over. A buying continues to be your safest bet because a year time farmer dem may come baby.
Auntie, those are videos. Enra pensioners now a copy finance ministry, you know, and omo call you know and say omo noson in the finance ministry in exempt one from the program already. A buy are exempted pension funds. But when we are pensioners, or more call my home GM, or more individual bonds no ebi, or more so more north.
Well, we lack principles as a country. There should be principles. There should be normal dialogue.
Yeah.
What has been the problem of this party, MPP, in government? E-levy. No consultation. Na ayere susa na DJ go ba kwani omunya na asa na ebinim so misrepresented the intent of e-levy. Afekwa na attractive be obaji ajonja repa na koto baby. Ada ba ku so betwem bond ne you so be fund managers so in some no
bibre.
So that is how we are living and making sure that this country every time you think that odia wono oya kan kebi odia wo ntimi nyam from so odia wiase nyansa nyina ekura no a recipe for confusion, chaos and uneasiness.
It's true.
It me say Ghana for so oti kronum now they also krono emwa say unte China na konfa India say krono bo a na nyina ewo it is the crap and say I am interested in how we work as an efficient, reliable, and focused people. And now where Omaya Central Tender Review Committee bekwako ni GR for coding kita na untimi implement what the Central Committee ekai tender ekai. GR for that's my catch say muntina siye. Na me ba ho mo ne itas for nje share za contract na akoso no. This is on my attempt. People are peeved. Because
when you submit yourself to a process,
yes, we waste time.
What waste your time? Because we be trying for process.
We waste your time. We might go to your passport car. We for legitimate way now. 3 months, 4 weeks. Now so go munga mua. Omunu be we dana. Omaya still DV labor omo so still. Yeah, amount for more pass it by the system. To the extent that you dish your cry your computer placement. Yes, I found. So, Obi, why wouldn't everybody fight? It's a person called parliament and or a politician. And look at the crop of politicians that you breeding this time for the country. Both political parties. You look at the crop of politicians. Or minor edeba dachi.
Many information be from Ablekuma Central, but ansani ebeba hono. Let me also say, sir, Enra
Ablekuma Central, I'm keka MP. Say, namu keka MP. Say, mami be share.
Trouble. Meba ho. Many information be very important. But Enra, oman true to your predictions, no, oman penny then a list, no. Ebai in the list Speaker of Parliament and Katie Hammond Ministry of Trade and Industry, Brian Achampo Agrek, Stephen Asamoah Boateng, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Mohammed Amin Adam, Minister of State Finance Ministry, Osaibo Nswamua, Minister of State Local Government, Herbert Krapper, Deputy Minister Energy, Stephen Amwa, Dr. Stika Deputy Minister, Trade and Industry. Inti, as we predicted, no, Enoa ena abem CCR. I don't know, so any other information, say another list, beba, and I say, for now, there no any.
Well, Obi, with your Adaroma, catch a Ghana for say,
the
only change a BEM was our Minister of Finance.
Co-trade.
Yeah. So I say, whatever one and then another koba. Catch you know, me cars and maybe a cars and can be good or be out and say, now whatever,
yes,
we have had this relationship from day one and another.
Sure.
Likewise, when His Excellency the former President John Dramani Mahama also, we have all this information. Until that, Nanado I say, you might be pleased, you might not be pleased. The sad thing is that and you won't need 2 minutes.
Yeah, amount.
And the basa in Sisayana. Ononkwana Ghana man sa kwenya ne say few consultations in his interest any pose obetimi no mabu oman
yes
the ebetimi kan say it e bi ne the minority kan say yen so asoafo dodo so ye den ebio yen so bi so you wa just all the bibi fufuro bi beba creative before already ne kura no ye be say hwan the one so. So apart from that, let them come and face and I'm hoping that on the fast track because Tokro did the baby
sure. I also am in terminal. It
will be a running commentary about Nanado no Asana or Anyadina when you're racial for no. Unim racial for ya. Now, so
Ghana Fonto Swaba.
Where we are now, no, is about the few moments I was in the West Atwaba. A lot is happening now, and you're right. Said you're being a bit maternity. Now, edgy security agencies.
Yes.
Yeah, edgy, especially the police. And sometimes the IGP, especially on this Traconi,
top cases.
Yeah. And so disappointing. I think that the president, 8 years and come away there, Brazil, he should call our security heads to
94.7.
Kakra. Anya careful. Ejidi any very crowd. Jidi any ria. Way now. Jidi any area. That's why the court of the judiciary should not give just even a second room.
Yes.
For anybody whatsoever to disrespect or disregard them. They should be seen as very fearful, very fair, and very objective. Because who much more for but only who can the judiciary.
Yes.
Only who can the police. But if the police and the judiciary, any or more, they did to me, we are more some more who buy and if they are seen in a different light, a room for certain suspicions. Very worrying.
It's true.
Very worrying. Now, so we are some Kitwa crying into me.
Oh,
a some Kitwa way. And I take it nipa over 30 million.
The highest court of the land they're ruling on. But still.
Asem Kitwa Asem Kitwa ako president ho. Asem Kitwa ako Jubilee House in paying for. Asem Kitwa ako Council of State for. Asem Kitwa ako Minister for National Security ho. Asem Kitwa Dampari Yawe. Asem Kitwa Yohoni Yawe. Asem Kitwa CID boss Yawe. Asem Kitwa Kofi Buachi Yawe. COPs revered. Asem Kitwa CDS aware because CDS now aware. Can for you now.
Yeah, can soldier phone ho.
Asem Kitwa who's intelligence defense again the
defense intelligence.
Yes, aware. Asem Kitwa we said yes he say adaje o. No cross Ghana.
But woni ma dey hame. The hame ne say only omo atena se ache e Ghana ha ne din koma they will tell you say the fallout from coup d'etat aba ewo man mu no yentimi share down recover fully because some say even nightlife in Ghana yes and unam in cry ha nightlife would was a bars and yeah but people say it is nowhere near nightlife then time and a coup d'etat no
you're not guaranteed
enti sisiano or mining recover fully o fire industry any industrialization private people into industry time and ye war at their cutlass mujina on 9 so ye war your friend is saying boache mattress and poku trade they all those people appear minka and all those guys no omo companies no egugu ye no the nation has not been able to recover fully. And the last thing we will do is to put impediment in the way of a Ghanaian. When you yam so person going to industry or going to real estate, SCC a diamond man for be eto employing kofo wejumo. It should be the last thing we should do. Well, the state should not be seen to be putting impediment in the way of a gun. And I'm not sure Papa better na so na also.
Yeah, but I will not go on that tangent.
It's not proper.
The state should be seen to be protecting every individual fairly and objectively. Whether say the Ghana for be here Omako Pio America Germany then I say for Oma naturalize Tell 1% status real organic citizens no. Ya dem more so Ghana for Omako naturalize as citizens no. The same thing. It's in what it needs to do is not to look at your face onya Ghana ni Ntebia trakoni misisiu and now you Ghana ni into ukade make awashe. No, a man should not do that. Emrano should always look at what Omamuni in Ajia to. Be you a foreigner, a naturalized person, or a true born Ghanaian.
94.
That's how I want to look at it. That's what I'm saying that on these matters, me concern your top kings or Ghana and a Traconia or no, or one naturalizing Abe Ghana and as Italian. I'm not bothered about that. My fear is that Asama Free Supreme Court, President in Imhubi, National Security Minister in Mubi, all the top men in the police service are aware of what is happening. We cannot solve that problem. You think that it's a safe country?
It's sad. And as I've said, I mean, Tracon the company in the Empire Building, so I'm a lawyer, but Jackson, for picture, I told Sona, Oman and
Masakacho, just let the GRA know.
Yeah.
The Central Tender Review Committee.
The recommendations be
recommendation be our Modiama GRA on this ITAS matter. I want me quite chilly. I'm because the recommendation I'm going to read it. I want me quite chilly.
Asempa FM.
A lot of these state institutions should be able to all Yenuma Basao. Also for Amishadai, Pacho Wadaroma. Let us see the reality on the ground. Koyabo Plum several times. Yes, busy. Let us see the reality because we are not interested in whoever is taking over. They say the processes in this country, you just so short. So we are interested in what Ghana in Asia to say.
This should be the process.
Because my young for Kwan back or man, you baby no beyond I'm quite 20 no behind this way. Timisra will make kasa. Sometimes Mr. Wadaruma and they call my by force reader and street lawyer. So I also don't want to say things that I cannot really substantiate what I'm saying. Sometimes what you tell your money because I see what Ghana because I don't know that. That's what I say the 2 + 2 and 4. But I say 2 + 2 with the what somebody could do baby and the I treat Ghanaians and the political parties and their followers. Emobia nada o say abatu dey say mojagu ansana ye di nkunim obi obeka sa acha obi ansuro no onye ni papa it's true so for sa trimpon and again mesre titi the NDC omunya sa na adu akunipa 8 no omunya sa de neka they should stop it but that's not the fact. It's not. I don't NDC for Nikomana. So-called 8, no, NDC for
and according to some statement, I'll say majority of them are NDC for.
But say, NDC for what is majority? These are families of mere Ghanaians. Forget about your political affiliation. Something untoward has happened during our election period. How well have we solved or are we solving that problem? You have a responsibility. I have a responsibility. The president has a responsibility. The opposition, with these utterances, they have a responsibility.
FM 94.7.
You are calling for what?
Equity.
Look at the hands that you are coming with. All of us have a responsibility. Without that, Na de biano na de ku nipa 8 na de ku nipa 8.
It only politicizes the issue. It doesn't resolve
the
it.
problems in this country.
Yeah.
We don't solve it. Yeah, dollar ni see the politics yeah, petrol politics na ebubuaka yin no. Who said that when the NDC comes to power? Omo magic bia within the next 2 days, you know. Idea petrol na ebe hwihwa aba from. Ade na sa no ma Google petrol na NDC time na ba akokora musu ana. There's a problem. We need to solve the problem as a country. Who said that NDP for opposition kasa do omo kan? And I mean, say gown when they find the MP before. Because more can number 20. That's why sometimes the NDC feels that almost the tro and the kasade
and the budget
to me. Now let us also adopt tro ne kasade or seemingly something close. But on your main child here, say almost stakes in the high no. Ebe high so median because yeah me share my own make can your ma. No uni nyina so ne de anima emwo man no kwan bia so. Ya mama betra ho bia mo say na be catch say oba the city to the dollar no be gina. It should be practical. Oba ya so city to the dollar no we should see you doing what is practical.
Ebe manage
na. Yes sir, on none ya da. Because ya da che it ya me no dodo na e kachiri. Ya da che o. If you do see chi nyina na egusuda. That is why and now catch a gun and Nicholas on trust in Shuadia and San Juma Krana, not our problem.
Yeah.
That is why majority of our public and civil servants, some of our politicians are leaving now. They want to stop doing the civil service, public service job and be part of the public, the political mainstream.
And Mama, Memfa we in terms say one good thing under this IGP to set up the cold case unit. Unim say was setting up a unit being the police service. Omono they go back to cold cases. In the cases be ababe twem kwa o mining in adwene free, so they go back and still look at so metimi investigate as revive cases ni biwa. I think it's only fair that we call on the IGP and especially that unit, so they should constantly update Ghanaians because in our elections no nipa bi ahre ho nkwa. I mean, I don't subscribe to the claim say nanado na eku omo, but there are institutions that are responsible. Also more update okay, investigations we aye ha na akwa kodu assume say na obenten ya che no wage na court where you say that update no should come. But enone ba the issue of where kun we na president na kun we na we, those things will go. But say ye come na space near empty. Then
crossfire on an individual. We are sharing and the family now you report believing what the report has said. Now I revered men you throw them into the cutters. Why?
Yes, oh, Gio, my Nejuma be ye.
Why?
Jackson, for picture neto so na yenhwena yemfe and in your man what I screen so picture be best see am we hu uhu ana afei
picture
ebeba nyabotre ebeba enti Jackson the picture Jackson what you so enti the picture will come very soon. It more I'm share on Facebook, more I'm share on YouTube, no. It's something you have to
no.
Na uhu
Rather broody and I don't know.
Dabi Ablekuma Central Constituency calling the landlord. When the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. It's Lord's time. Honorable Dr. Lord Oblitekome is coming.
Oh, we need to say intro. Now what will be
I stick as a Bobo Ablekuma Central.
Wait a say intro.
And then the intro
Lord Comey. As an MP.
MP or Ablekuma Central.
Near Daji.
Are they?
Lord Comey. And they would do the beer would do Ghana. Or the MP or the Jacobo Haman as no one at Aka.
And as a statement be about true Muslim who said what constituency.
My brother Monk Radio and then Mamma Bass I don't know because of Nipanye.
I was about constituency.
No, about constituency on the church in Nipanye. Uno on cash in Truby.
And Obi Asada.
Because Oh no, there why you wanna brabo ni dia man was baby na kudu no. Yes obetiti no.
Director of Operations Presidency. Be wa me there say na efri ono ane ho a anka de be ma ye da be mpa ka doctor no or your doctor.
A doctor.
Or a PhD holder and honorary. Now honorary ye nyusu. Me pacho. Honorary ni ye nyusu. It is uncle for yes and so munya gan haya ye jam and you maybe a slide do. What was your honorary doctorate degree na o throw di an boy. No me
say that you and
I make us say free that's the issue I would have. Let
me give him the benefit of the doubt.
But also you have my central true and true.
I don't have a problem. I'm saying let me give him the benefit of the doubt because me name the crown. Me already good no. Na me sister back. No I'm so either or
okay.
Me uncle pa. Okay. Be very beautiful woman.
Okay.
Na me uncle no. Oni na down for back be Mary Kwashi.
Okay.
Ana so time kana ke with the mountain that tiny ness uncle for no. That's how some of us from afar.
Okay.
We got to. And me already good, you know. Unimha, the young man, Brimu,
yeah.
And was very vibrant. Yeah. See what I say, what did what they watch you no shame. It's a bad one, say, or person say, Kenya, no home, Babe, Titi, or no one, because why yet what pain did you say? Meaning, say, where should a person this sign out to the alpha? But me, the beginnings were pain did you say? He's done a lot in this country. He suffered for the MPP for quite some time.
So I am national organizer.
And I say, "Wa Briankasa for the MPP." And when you check, when you debra, just because I am Nishama the bra wa breno. In fact, not to say on your qualifier, but it will be a surprise to me. Said there was your sumsa. For constituency, no,
yeah,
even before our bill run presidency in the crown. Now, Saka say afraid the Miami Adrian say, but Nipa there, who knows tomorrow? Will be at Mr. San Adrian at any point.
But the interesting thing will be say that same constituency, another person in the presidency, a friend is saying Jefferson Saki, so a person
confirmed.
Jefferson Saki then they are confirmed though.
On the confirmed,
confirmed.
Me say no, that means as a credit, but no confirmed. On no confirmed one.
Oh my here, me say confirmed.
What the months now you about and he do one of those home. Because sign one who be pay. I say MP before a flag bearership contest.
Yeah.
We did this
on Betiato.
Now
so far more omudi wa the wine Betiato.
I know the obi bi nim chilase mu. Bebre be kasa sa.
Bo jogati ko.
Enye se okọ
Boache Jakon
o ba kwa da bu ba kwa ye bia wie na file na ofie
sika na file tua na so wo
afa na wo ko na we dey say me metima so say me so ndc dey me ko MPP dey me ko obi e ko apalu ko let me declare no president don ko e ko ebobo ba bia me ko LPG so me ha na so me ha onu ko
na yen konko
e jo mo maka nyina no yeah, I find them who member. Say do for so oba. So Kolobo so oba. Eti here. O fa de anywhere now feel call the whole 275. Now nya dance form almost since I'm we are. And kran enya adwuma keto. I find one say why bema. Now do see kana to say bam. Now fe almost since party assign. The amount to me say utimi kokoye o campaign. E o MPP bia person okoye. Now no call focus. Honey, now we dey bebre betia for kwam adwane afa chiro. Bebre be dwane.
But when him say and now we meet an MPP council for the year while Lisa say I am told from reliable sources there was a committee and Peter McMahon in the Dano. That committee was tasked to do consultations. No mumfa a date, like possible date on the Emra. This is what I'm hearing. Say the McMahon committee, represent your report as follows. Say orphan constituency primaries, omumie nomination on the 9th of January. Na omontuabano 1st or 2nd April. Na presidential primaries, nomination omumie no 17th April. Na special electoral college election, omonto no 1st July. Na main conference, omonto between August and November 2023. Constituencies with certain MPs. Na omumie nomination 1st May 2023. Na primaries no omonto January 2024. By which time now my budget approvals now then Eddie in the way ni McMenu committee report on
the conditional clause say and ECCR and a parliament. You see, people are not patriotic. As an MP, as a minister, as an opposition person, or whatever. No, how do you demonstrate that? What do you mean by that demonstration? Did you go to serve Ghana? That we've gotten to a point where at the next parliament, you know, it's an to obey you, you know, you were from Unco Beam, you know, oh, there's so you had Ghana and no constituency. Also, now I can say MP Bayana. Next time, Ghana will look out for a position that will qualify because of a sue out there, you know. Going to your party for them to recommend you for that position will be difficult. It's your money, sir. Yes, so swam and a conditional clause. And you're to this year, and no parliament beam, and you're to this year. Now, parliament, you know, now so the Christian Babana. Because also a child in a parliament. Also a child. Parliament. So
also a child. Francis also a child. Okay, right?
That is why the NDC's leadership change, you know. May say it is not a big deal. It is only a matter of not following due process and demonstrating reasonable respect. So I say because Master, never papa your friends say
ato force
okay. As I say obi ko na ebi ba. As I say ebi ko na ebi ba. That's it.
Yeah. But after say committee in the report ne buy, you know, the key deliberations course was that April 2023 date no na too early. Especially that's for orphan constituencies. April no. Say too early because electing them 18 months to general elections no too much. It was agreed say and too early. The period between the special electoral college, any main presidential elections, from April to either August and November, there's no almost but at least bear 1 month in the between time on to electoral college, special elections, anytime on to mean at least 1 month Emma and Tem. But MPs argument and they say one, for McMenu committee and they say to separate days. The MPs are for electing MPs in the flag bearer the same day, all in somewhere August. That is before on the kind budget. The MPs were pushing for that before on the kind budget. But the president largely agreed with the McMahon committee. Way in say entering those are the two contending positions. I was say na omudi home comment. We would see the next meeting. We are
only interested because any of these political parties, whether NDC or MPP, potential governments, it's your own we are interested.
Also be in
FM
94.7. It's coming across say Ghana phone AI compromise for the wrong things. Abnormalities AI normal in this country.
It's true.
That is how I say you're fighting some abnormalities. Na it man obi agina brani gidi say ubetimi aka say me a proud Ghanaian. O man bia so ayem fa mra ene no kredie ene pepepe yo enye adwuma no sa o man ni puntu no ene ne kanko no etosi. It's important that we understand these things. That's why that America say sa national security documents now Oma capture Ghana ni the man who say we Ghana ni that sense of patriotism, that love for your country, that honesty and transparency. But these qualities, how we now if I can say these qualities even 50% crano. Yeah, we have over media mu, oko politicians mu, oko business world, oko a lawyer for mu, ura judiciary, oko executive, oko legislature, ura sofu mu, ura another revered institution o matter from ura nananu mu.
Enkoi.
Be attending the opposite way. It will need to consciously start a crusade and advocacy for that patriotic spirit, that loving spirit. Because don't mind, and throw in part of your submissions. Odo maya no kuraka e key.
That's true.
Odo maya no ma bia wo ye bia ma mu da fine. But what are we witnessing now? Even as on mine, the pictures I will show them.
Obi, the Lord Oblite issue is false. Those takers are from some saboteurs of Ablekuma Central. For Ablekuma Central, it is Honorable Ebenezer Nina Nate. Sadat, it was someone's own.
Lord, come in, come for me. Now, what picture come? Also, Bekaja say, Obia, or no, David, I disagree to that. Now, because Lord come in and I'm at this legitimate response. But me, that's what I say,
Okay. Obi, good afternoon to you and to Omahine. Please tell Omahine to give us, those who contested elections and lost, a bit of praise, because it's not easy to go around this country. Fuel and accommodation and feeding of your team alone is not easy.
Oh, no.
He should commend us.
No.
Asaki Awingo.
No, do Asaki's well with you. Now don't end the flag by a crown. No banner bodyguards by 7. Also, can also air condition. Mr. Asaki, Nadal was this time improving the card and the security. It did this time the PS won't consider
94.7.
this year.
Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem 90.